Hey guys, Marcus and Stefan here from Across the Cage, here to talk to you about our social media.
Yeah, if you want to keep up to date with everything that involves the UFC, Bellator, One Championship, mixed martial arts in general, head over to our Instagram page at Across the Cage and our Facebook page at Across the Cage AU.
100%. Now, do we know anything really? Are we technical experts?
Probably not.
Probably not, no. Do you want to listen to us?
I do.
I do. Well, that's 2 listeners right there.
Bang.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you there.
Ladies and gentlemen, we
is that guy?
I love you! My balls are hot.
Oh, it feels like a while since we've been in here, eh? It does feel like a while.
Yeah, we did episode last week, but...
Yeah, but it feels like it's not been like 7 days, full days.
Hey, look, I've got other things going on in my life.
Like what? Happy birthday to you. That must be annoying for all the fans. Sorry. Happy birthday, bro.
Thank you.
I know that I've already said happy birthday to you multiple times.
16.
I know, man.
Yeah.
I know, growing up.
Yeah. So
Have you had your first beer yet?
not yet, man. Couple nose beers.
If you don't know, Google. Use Google.
If you don't know, now you know.
No, you don't know because you have to Google it first.
Yeah.
Welcome. Across the Cage, episode 24. 24! This week. 24?
Yeah,
Is
24.
it? I'm just going to go with it. Episode 24. 21st of May, 2019, 5:24 p.m. Mark, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good, man. Yeah.
That's good. Good to hear. Did you have a good, tough day at work today? Where are you located at the moment?
I'm always worried someone from work may one day listen to this.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, doesn't matter. You haven't said anything bad about work. You just said you
I
personally.
did nothing. No, I worked. Hooked up some
Hooked up some what?
hooked up some units today. Some AC units. So
Did
that
ya?
was good. Yeah,
Where
man.
Are you still at the St. Leonard's?
St. Leonard's, Crow's Nest.
Yeah.
Crow's Nest.
Same. That's all right, man. That's good. It's good to hear, bro.
I
How was your
bring-
birthday? What did you get up to over the weekend?
Yeah,
Bender?
man, it was good. Saw a lot of mates. Went
Nice,
out.
man.
You know, didn't come back to the crack of dawn.
That's good. That's how birthday should be. Now,
Yeah, but
now,
over it now.
Yeah,
Getting
yeah.
old.
birthdays, I swear to God, on the day of the birthday,
Yeah, no. Well,
I feel weird.
it's just a reason to go out.
Yeah.
I didn't care about my birthday whatsoever.
Yeah.
You know, Sunday I was by myself most of the day.
Yeah.
My actual birthday, by myself most of the day.
Yeah.
My missus was at work.
Yeah.
My mate was over for a little bit.
Yeah.
Ate some gummies. Chilled out, bro.
Yeah.
So, honestly, decent. And then I spent the rest of the day watching World War II in color. But if anyone who knows me would think perfect day for me.
That's the happiest day of your life. You should have done that on your birthday.
Yeah.
Hey, Mark, what are you doing on your birthday? Watch World War II in colour.
Yeah, 100%.
That's what I expect.
Then should have followed up with Infinity War.
Yeah.
Could have been perfect, but decent enough.
And now, have I watched Infinity War 75 times this month?
Yeah.
You can bet
You're trying to watch it as many times as Doctor Strange saw a possibility.
Yes, exactly.
Ah,
That's good reference.
that was a good reference, hey man.
Honestly, man, I don't know. My favourite movie of all time, Rocky 4. Rocky 3 and Rocky 4, my favourite movies of all time. You know what? Infinity War's creeping up, man.
You a bit Italian, bro?
No, not one bit. Hey, yo, you bit Itai? You Itai, bro?
Yeah, right. You know what? I'm not a big fan of the Rockies.
Why?
Like, they're good movies. You know what I mean? There's movies that I can appreciate, and I've watched all of them.
Now, I listened to the soundtrack from Rocky 4. This is Rocky versus Ivan Drago, if you didn't know. I listened to the soundtrack from that before I play a football game on the weekend. Because it pumps me up incredibly.
Does nothing, but
No, it doesn't. Because it's still shit.
7-0.
No.
His music can only do so much.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, you get pumped up, then walk across the field, no music, finished.
If it worked, you wouldn't be here recording a podcast in my apartment.
You know what? I probably would be, except this would be bigger, grand scale, and you wouldn't be here.
You'd be filming it with a UFC fighter
Correct.
that you pay to be here.
Because I can, because lots of money.
Because, all right. Whoa.
Did you watch the fights on the weekend?
Hey, man, no.
There was a plenty. There was fights plenty over the weekend.
Look, I'll admit it. I missed the whole card except RDA versus Kevin Lee.
Because sleeping all weekend.
Yeah, because honestly, just sleeping.
No, but that's fair. You have a pass this weekend because it was your birthday. You know, I watched everything.
Yeah, good. You're putting in that work.
Yep, I am. Because I love fighting and I love the art of mixed martial arts.
I just want to point out right now, whoever's listening, I think there's a meme right here. Mm-hmm. Have you seen the white kid meme where they go, how white people smile to each other across the street?
Yes.
Aspen lad.
Oh, does Aspen lad not give a fuck about anything?
No, nothing.
So in the octagon, because you didn't watch the fight that weekend, inside the octagon after she'd won, right, close fight, Paul Felder asked her, so, you know, you're on a tear, still undefeated, who would you like to call out next? Nothing. And Paul Felder goes, no call out? She goes, no call out.
No call out? Why? Because she's going to go running in the forest.
With the wolves.
With the wolves, bro. Hey, you're Jon Snow.
No.
You don't get it? You don't watch Game of
But
Thrones.
I know what Jon Snow is.
No, don't worry about it.
I know what Jon Snow is.
Hey, don't worry about it. It's okay, man. Hey.
I want to get your opinion on Game of Thrones, but
terrible.
Was it
last season terrible? Yeah.
Was it a bad episode yesterday? Okay.
Whole season.
For the fans out there, I have not watched a single episode of Game of Thrones. Now, do I know what the theme song is? I do. Now, do I know who Hodor is? I do.
Yeah.
Do I know anything else? I know who Jon Snow is. Do I know anything else? Absolutely not. Oh, the Mountain. I know the Mountain.
Yeah, there you go.
That's all I know about Game of Thrones.
No, it was.
And that this season has been terrible.
Yeah, been
terrible.
terrible.
And there's cups and bottles and stuff. Production quality is horrible.
No, production quality is good. Like, it's the best looking season ever.
But why is there bottles and stuff?
Yeah, it's people make mistakes.
Now, did I almost bet on if there was going to be a McDonald's cup in the last episode of Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah, because your problem.
Then I realized I'm not going to watch it, so yes, because problem. Big problem.
But, yeah, no, terrible, but overall the best looking season. They got the biggest budget they've ever had.
Yeah.
But first season 1 to 5,
yeah,
I think is some of the best TV ever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I like The Sopranos, which everyone can say is some of the best TV ever.
I need to watch The Sopranos.
Yeah, so good. I got to rewatch. I haven't watched it in a long time. Watched it when I was like 12. So imagine how much more shit I understand now.
Yeah.
As a 16-year-old.
Yeah, as a 16-year-old.
that callback to 4 minutes ago. Yeah. Anyway, fuck. Too much TV talk, bro.
Yeah, but I wanted to ask you,
Terrible.
Game of Thrones. Why? But why was it?
Oh, because this will take a whole podcast to honestly go through it.
Can you break it down in 10 seconds?
None of the character arcs paid off.
Oh, that's it.
That's the best way to do it.
None of the character arcs paid off.
Yeah.
So there was no ending to a character.
Let's also remember that they roughly have had the same and more time than the Marvel movies to develop characters.
Yeah.
How you watch Endgame?
Of course.
Every arc basically paid off.
Yes.
Everyone start to finish, you felt good in your heart that hey, everyone's happy.
Except for the fans of Thanos, which I am.
Yeah, I know that. Hey, look, he got.
I was upset at the start of the movie when they cut his head off.
He died watching a sunrise.
I went for the head.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
He died. He died watching the sunrise.
He did.
Huh? He did.
Yeah.
So he got snapped. Hey, he's inevitable.
Yeah.
He'll be back. He's alive. Hey, you know what? It would make us feel good as Thanos fans. He won in every other timeline.
That's right. Every other timeline won.
What was it, like 1 million to thing?
Yes.
Hey, I'll take them odds.
Yeah. Very good odds.
I'll take them odds.
Very good odds.
Oh yeah. So what would you rate the card overall before you dive into
Where do you want to start? You want to start UFC? Do you want to start one championship, or do you want to start boxing?
You go boxing?
Deontay Wilder versus what's his name? Breazeale.
You brought this up.
Breazeale.
Don't have it up. We'll just quickly bring it up
my
right
windows,
now.
bro.
I didn't close none of them.
Well, look. Obviously, the fight didn't last very long. But away from the fight, I think what got more attention than the actual fight itself over the weekend is there was a quote that Deontay Wilder said. And I wanted to get your opinion on that. If we can bring it up. Again, my stance on all of this still remains that I cannot take anybody seriously until they fight each other. This meaning Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua. Now, they all have scheduled fights. This is the hardest fight for any of those three. The other two, Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury, are fighting broomsticks. But man, it was just the end of this fight obviously came in the first round. Absolutely shut the lights out.
Yep.
Absolutely finished. Now, Breazeale came out and said, the fight was stopped quite early. I personally don't think so.
He wasn't even up by the count of 8.
Yeah, that mean he was still completely out of it.
It may have been, and Joe Rogan said it as well. I think it was Joe Rogan or someone said it as well. That may have been one of the hardest hits we've seen since Tyson.
Yeah. I mean, he's 41 wins, 40 knockouts.
40 knockouts.
42 wins, 40 knockouts.
42
wins, 40 knockouts.
40 knockouts.
And then there was the draw against.
So 40.
I still don't think it was a draw, but that it is what it is. Look, I still think the best fight to make right now would either be Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury 2, Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua.
It won't happen.
We won't see because they're all fucking with different.
Yeah, but at the same time, they want to. This is the big thing right now. Now, none of them, okay, other than Anthony Joshua, all of their stocks are through the roof right now. Now, Anthony Joshua obviously still very popular.
But this is what I wanted to talk to you about was the quote that Deontay Wilder had said midweek, because this has sort of got a little bit of backlash in regards to what he had said. Now, I'm trying to bring up the actual quote.
As I was fucking saying.
Yeah, sorry.
All their stocks are through the roof right now. Okay, so if he dies, he dies.
Yeah, it was legitimately like he was channeling Ivan Drago.
When did you say this? After the fight?
No, this is before the fight. This is before the fight. Oh my god.
Go up there. Go up. Go up. Go up more. Is that it? There.
No.
This is boxing. This is not a gentleman's sport. This is a gladiator sport, and with bad blood, we know I possess the power.
Yeah. No, there was something. But it was something along the lines of, this is the only sport in the world where you can kill a man and get paid to do so.
Yeah. Well, you've also got the UFC and set up, but yeah, well, he's speaking the truth.
Yeah, but I want to read the freaking quote. It's doing my head in that I didn't have. Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go. Sorry, this is horrible podcasting. This is the only sport in the world where you can kill a man and get paid for it at the same time, so why not use my right to do so? If it comes, it comes. This is a brutal sport. This is not a gentleman's sport. We don't ask to hit each other in the face, but we do anyway. You cannot ask any doctor around the world and he'll tell you the head is not meant to be hit. Anyone can go, and on this particular time, we've got a real bad blood against each other. I can't wait. Like I said, he's a fly in my ear. I can't wait to get him out.
Yeah, and he did it, man.
Yeah. It's going to be in dramatic fashion, in a fashion nobody's ever seen. His life is on the line, and I do mean his life.
Yeah, and he tried to take it from him.
Wow.
He honestly tried to take it from him with that punch.
Yeah. Yeah, he definitely did. And I agree with you in the sense that, everyone's stock has gone up. Those top three, they're carrying boxing right now.
Yeah, but so sorry. My point was that with them all in this position and all signing relatively new deals, both Tyson and Deontay Wilder signed new deals after their fight.
Yeah.
Anthony Joshua, I think he still has some fights left.
On the zone.
But the point is, I think none of them will. They've just these fights that's happening now is just to pad their bank accounts. Because the moment one of them loses, they drop out of that contention, and they're not going to make as much.
Yep.
So right now they're at the height of their money-making careers. Now Anthony Joshua should have fought someone maybe a bit more, maybe a Klitschko fight again. I don't know. Is Klitschko still going?
I think he did retire, but then came back.
Yeah. So, you know what I mean? They need something. Joshua needs something to stay as relevant as these two.
I agree completely. Like I said.
And
I feel like I repeat myself all the time. These three need to fight. They need to have a little tournament between each other to sort out who's the best of the best. And then they can move on. Because right now, nobody's getting past the fact they're not fighting each other, and it's just annoying as fuck to talk about.
I can honestly see Deontay Wilder putting out Anthony Joshua. And I know before that I kept saying Anthony Joshua. I do think Anthony Joshua is a better boxer than Deontay Wilder, and I do think... But, okay, so I don't think Anthony Joshua is better than... Tyson Fury. I think Tyson Fury is the best right now.
Yep.
Okay, head movement, striking.
Yep.
So
mentally he's the best.
Yeah, he's the best. Then it's Anthony Joshua. But the issue is Deontay Wilder's a wild card because he clips you once and that's it.
Yeah. So Anthony Joshua has the technique over Deontay Wilder, but Deontay Wilder has the power over Anthony Joshua.
Over both of them.
Over both of them. Yeah. I think what Tyson Fury 1, Deontay Wilder 2.
Now flip side, but by flip side, but I think Anthony Joshua could also put out Deontay Wilder in the later rounds.
Definitely, because as we saw in the Fury fight in those later rounds, he wasn't really doing much damage besides the 12th where he knocked Tyson
he loaded it and
Tyson
fucking
out cold. Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it over the weekend in terms of boxing anyway.
Yep.
Then we had one championship, Enter the Dragon. Pretty large pay-per-view was the... not pay-per-view. Pretty large event, really, for one championship. It was the debut of Super Sage Northcutt, and he ended up with a completely shattered face. It was one of the toughest knockouts to see. But again, I'm not going to run through the whole card because there was about 47,000 fights on there. But the most notable fights, Gary Tonin in the prelims, submitting Nakahara. It was deepest, one of the deepest heel hooks, and Gary Tonin's a submission artist for days, man, for days. Then you had obviously Sage Northcutt getting knocked out. Amir Khan fighting in the lightweight World Grand Prix. And he lost to Sagid Gudsin Arzlaizanev. Sorry, I've completely butchered that. But I wanted to talk to you about Sage Northcutt, Cosmo Alexandre. Did you see? You saw the knockout.
Yeah, fucking ass. What did you think? It kind of looked like Deontay Wilder punch, eh? Yeah. He just came right over the right hand, over the he went for a punch, and he just came in right over. Mm-hmm. But I mean, Cosmo is a fucking warrior, man. He's been doing it. He's an export champion, right? Yep. In Muay Thai and something else, maybe just Muay Thai, but
he's striking. He's one of the hardest punchers and one of the toughest strikers in the game.
Now, do you think? And I just want to say, do you think this is one of two things? One, respecting the UFC fighters, or two, knowing that they're feeding him to these people because they want to see them lose?
I think it could be a mixture of both.
Because all three, Demetrius Johnson, Eddie Alvarez, and Sage have all been come up against fucking high level people within the one championship company. So
yes. Now I think that you can sort of kind of pair these together nicely. Sage Northcutt's first fight inside of a ring instead of an octagon or a cage, so to speak. So you can see that you could tell that his movement around the ring was a little bit different. I mean, we only got to see 30 seconds of it, not even, but it seemed a little bit off. He seemed very hesitant. I think that whoever Sage Northcutt's manager is should be sacked, because what one championship need to do is obviously respect. If you're going to make a big deal about these fighters coming over to one championship, you also need to kind of build them up. Kind of like what Bellator does.
But not as bad.
Yeah. Bellator bring in fucking Joe Schmo off the street.
Yeah.
That has zero fights and brings him in, right? One championship have they have the doors wide open to so many fighters throughout Asia that have great records and are well known throughout Asia. They can utilize that to build these guys up, right? Because that's what you want to do. This completely hurts Sage Northcutt's brand. Not only physically, but as a brand himself, hurts completely. Physically, with a shattered face, you're going to be out for a year and a half. Mentally, you're going to be challenged in the sense that you don't want to get hit in the face again because you think, fuck, my face is going to break again. How many? It was like 9. It was 9 fractures in his face. Sorry, 8 fractures. 8 fractures to his face, and a 9-hour intense operation. It's crazy. Feeling blessed for the amazing care.
I've honestly never seen this happen so bad. And I mean, we've seen Mike Tyson punch people in the face.
Yeah.
I mean, is it overblown a little bit, but like, does this happen often?
Nah, not like this.
I mean, come on, but like, I know the guy hit him fucking hard, but what's up with Sage's face?
Not like this.
It crumpled. Like, it looks like it's crumpled under that.
Yeah.
Under that punch, which is strange, man. I mean, does Cosmo maybe hit harder than fucking anyone realizes?
Maybe his face just couldn't take it. Don't forget, still so young. Maybe he's that young 22. His face still hasn't developed.
22. 22, man. You know what else, man? I've never seen anyone else push supplemented brands and shit more than Sage Northcutt.
Oh my god!
I have never seen anyone
for somebody that takes steroids. They're pushing all these supplements.
Shell out so much too.
It's crazy.
Hey, do you? But he's probably making a couple fucking $1,000 per post. But
yeah. But he needs to be fighting, and he's not going to be fighting.
On my personal page, I followed him.
What?
Couldn't be bothered watching just photoshopped pictures of protein in his hand.
Yeah,
it's a photo he's taken ages ago,
and just photoshopped
the fucking protein into the photo. Gives me the shits, bro. I don't know.
I see. Now that's 2 out of the 3 UFC fighters that came over from one championship that have lost.
Yeah.
viciously as well.
Yeah.
Eddie Alvarez, same sort of scenario.
I mean, both of them.
Had his face exploded.
I feel like, but Eddie Alvarez as well. I feel like he got caught by an unlucky punch in a sense that he had the, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't feel like that fight was completely one-sided. After he got punched in the eye, man, and his eyelid basically exploded. You know, he said he couldn't see, and that's what kind of made him throw his hands up like that. He just didn't know what to do from that point. I still feel like Eddie Alvarez has it, man. I don't feel like he's completely finished.
Yeah.
I felt like he could have done. He was hesitant to throw hands, as he said in that post-fight interview. Sage didn't look. It looked weird, yeah, like him just getting dropped that easily.
Well, he could have been nervous, you know. I don't know. He could even have been overly confident coming to the fight.
He dropped Mickey Gall, then got submitted.
Yeah.
You think
again early in his career, but at the same time, he's not going to be the same fighter.
Yeah,
he's not going to be the same
again.
fighter.
Unless he comes out Warrior, but like Punisher.
Yeah, you know what we should do? Just go do acting.
I don't think so.
Stunt double.
Yeah, I think he looks too like a golden retriever to act.
Become a stunt double.
You know, it's not unless you go work for Nickelodeon.
He had an engineering degree, but
yeah, he gave it up to fight.
Why? Why? Go back.
Oh, he's got a year off.
Yeah, that's right. Year and a half off. Go back.
Go knock it out.
But yeah, hard to see that one. Then the main event of that Enter the Dragon event, Christian Lee becoming lightweight world champion, defeating Shinya Aoki by TKO in the second round.
And his sister is the strawweight.
Angela.
Yeah, Angela Lee. Atomweight. She's strawweight or going to atomweight, or atomweight going up to strawweight.
Yep.
She tried to snatch that double.
Yep.
Wasn't able to do it, but
Against
she's also possibly one of the best fighters in their women's league.
100%.
Man, what a family, little legacy they've got going here.
Oh yeah. Now interesting story because Christian Lee and Shinya Aoki training partners.
Yeah.
Out of the same gym.
I know. Strange, huh?
Yeah, very strange. And the way that Christian Lee was reacting, like, okay, fair enough, you've become world champ, but took the fight against Shinya Aoki so quickly. It was like no hesitation. It was like, yeah, I don't care, friends, foe, whatever.
And I believe his last or second last fight, he actually got the loss against him because he did an illegal spike. But it wasn't illegal. You know?
It was or it wasn't illegal?
I believe it wasn't. A lot of people saying it wasn't illegal. I saw it. And they counted it as illegal.
Was that the one against...
it was a while ago.
Mahmoud Mohammed?
It was a while ago.
I'm going to see. Christian Lee.
Yeah, so he did an illegal spike. And that was a bit of a shit go.
Well, we saw a spike...
with Andrade. Well,
yeah.
Maybe type in spike. You want to Google everything.
Yeah, but why...
There you go. Illegal suplex.
Illegal suplex against Edward Kelly.
Yeah, so it was in
September.
one. Okay, yeah,
it was in September last year.
Yeah. Well, look at him, man. He's killed it.
But then beat him again.
Yeah.
Via TKO.
Dude's a fucking beast, man.
Yeah, but can't beat Martin Nguyen.
Yeah. Hey,
because Martin Nguyen.
I was literally just about to bring it up.
Can't beat Martin Nguyen because lost him twice.
I was actually just about to bring that up. That those two are probably going to fight again now.
Yeah, that'd be sick, bro. Yeah. Martin Nguyen getting that champ again.
Yeah, man. So was that for a belt against Martin? Would have been for the belt against Martin Nguyen. So he's defended it against him.
Yeah.
Shit. But he doesn't hold the lightweight no more, right? He's featherweight champ.
Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, another one championships event this weekend. I reckon was better than UFC's event. Yeah. To be honest with you, because it's much more exciting, and I love the music behind it. The in between fights, best music. Yeah. Oh, that was a sick fight. Don't know how to pronounce his name, but Yod Sankai. I watched that fight. This one? Yeah. No, down. Next one down. Yeah. Oh, that was a fucking sick fight. That Yod Sankai, Iwi Fairtech. Yeah. Fairtex, that's where he trains out of. Yeah, the Thais use their training as their last name. The whole card was sick, man. The whole card, even the fight after that. Yeah. The Pech Morakot, Pech Yindi Academy versus Giorgio Petrosian, bro. Yeah. I don't know why it was that. Hey. No, sorry, bro. Wow. Sorry, bro. Hey, man, you own this? No. You own this table? No. Did you find this in the street? Then, bro. Did you find it in the street, bro? Straight from office wood. Nah. Is this wood? No. Plastic. The front of office wood? It's plastic wood. Laminate. Get the fuck out. Sorry, bro. But yeah, like I said, all in all, sick card. Anyway, move it on up. Hey, this thing here,
Don't want to talk about it. Don't want to talk about Paulie Malignaggi at all.
But it has to be mentioned.
Oh,
but we'll
no.
get to that when we speak about current events.
No,
All right.
terrible.
UFC Fight Night Rochester happened over the weekend. As we do every single week, we'll run through the card from bottom to top. So we'll start off. Julio Arce. It's a bunch of names, bro. Julio Arce defeated Julian Erosa via TKO in the third. Zach Cummings defeated Trevin Gills via submission in the third.
Is it Arce or Arce?
I don't know. Could be Arce, Arce. Could be. I don't know. Depends on where you're from.
Yep.
What your language is. Ed Herman, what?
What's fucking Tyson Fury doing, bro? In his spare time.
Zach Cummins,
Yeah.
otherwise known as Tyson Fury. It's crazy. That's crazy.
Sweet Caroline.
That's Darren Till.
Hey, he does it as well, bro. You fuckhead.
They all do it.
Yeah, they all do it.
Cause Pommies. Sweet. Anyway, Ed Herman defeated Pat Cummins via TKO in the first round.
Bronson.
Yeah,
Bronson.
Yes. The Bronson.
100%.
Yeah, it is.
That is. What's his name? What's the actor's name? Who plays Bane?
I don't know.
Bro. I
don't know what his name is.
Shut this down right now.
You need to know what it is.
I know it's. Bro,
You
it
need to
hurts.
know.
I feel like I'm developing a tumor from not being able to say this name.
Give it back to you, the people.
What? Who was that?
That was Bane.
That was some Sesame Street character.
Yeah.
How dark would that Sesame Street character be? No.
No, that's
Tom
Don
Hardy,
Drago.
bro.
Oh, Tom
Tom
Hardy.
Hardy.
Oh, we give it back to you, the people.
That'd be a dark episode of Sesame Street.
Otherwise known as Eduardo Dorrance.
You see Elmo Big Bird put his hand on Elmo. Do you feel powerful now?
We give it back to you, Sesame Street.
Take it.
Take it, it's yours.
Oscar the Grouch, take it. Too long have you lived under the oppression of these people in a trash can. Take it. It's yours. How weird would that be?
It's a crossover between Batman and
kills
Sesame Street.
Elmo, chucks his body. You know he picks up Batman and drops him on his knee.
at the start.
Oh, breaks Elmo's back.
One of us.
Yeah, not you, brother. Just a corpse, a fucking furry corpse in the plane crash. That'd be so good.
Just Elmo in the. Stupid, bro.
Oh, I'm dying, bro. No, brother.
That's a fucking big bird. With the mask, bro.
Fucking stupid. Oh my god.
Or Cookie Monster.
Yeah.
Cookie Monster is Bane, bro. Fuck.
I can't do it. I gotta do that voice.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. All right. Grant Dawson defeated Michael Trezano via submission in the second round. Michelle Pereira defeated Danny Roberts via TK in the first round. Did you see his entrance?
I did not.
He was in the octagon. He was already doing what's it called like breakdancing on the floor. Ridiculous. We're doing spins and shit. Booker T?
Yeah.
You know how he does spin and Rooney?
Yeah.
That's what he was doing.
Oh,
Before
sick.
the fight, then knocks Danny Roberts out completely.
Wow.
It was a flying knee and then a overhand.
I saw the flying knee. Yes, no, I saw this knockout. Yeah.
Crazy. And he was like, this isn't even me out of first gear, which is crazy to see. Desmond Green getting the decision victory over Charles Jourdain. And then the main fight of the prelims, Aspen Ladd defeating Sijara Eubanks via decision. Close fight, man. Very close fight. This went back and forth. I honestly thought Aspen Ladd was going to come out and knock Eubanks out, but they've fought previously before in Invicta, I'm pretty sure. And it was a very, very close fight. The back and forth submissions between the two was good to watch. But Aspen Ladd,
she got that unanimous, but
yeah. I thought it was closer than that. I think first round Sijara Eubanks got, second round could have went either way, third round Aspen Ladd completely.
yeah.
In the main card, David Ramos defeated Austin Hubbard via decision. Charles Oliveira defeated Nick Lenz via TKO in the second round.
Now, is he ranked yet?
No. So he came out this week, over the weekend and was like, stop feeding me unranked fighters. Like, give me ranked fighters. He deserved to be fighting ranked fighters. We
Well,
said
he
this
hasn't
last
lost
time
on
he
it.
fought.
He hasn't lost for a little bit now.
No,
right?
he's been on a massive streak. But he can do everything, man. He can submit people, and he can TKO people. And, Nick Lentz isn't an easy fight.
No, not at all.
If anything, Nick Lentz would be tough to knock out because he's a stand-up fighter and
Starched him.
completely.
Well, he showed that against what was his name? One of the two brothers. That fight.
Oh yeah, it was
Tim. You know what I'm talking
Oh shit!
So it's like
Tamor,
a
David Tamor.
about. Yeah, Tamor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tamor
David
rocked him, and then he fucking rocked him right back.
Yeah,
then submitted
stood
him.
stood up.
Yeah.
Vicente Luque defeated Derek Krantz via TKO in the first round. Felicia Spencer defeated Megan Anderson via submission in the first. I think the issue here with Megan Anderson, and we saw this in the Holly Holm fight, is that she gets taken down so easily. Megan Anderson striking in that featherweight division, ridiculous. Her against Chris Cyborg, two strikers, she's in it, right? But game plan is you take Megan Anderson down, you have 9 out of 10 chance of winning this fight. I think she needs to work on a ground game to at least defend herself. Like, she doesn't need to become a black belt overnight, but at least defend yourself.
Well, because the good part about that, and again, I'm not no BJJ expert, but I mean, trying to wrap someone up with really long legs is a struggle, right?
Yeah, but it kind of nullifies the fact that you're so long on the floor.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, well, you're not using it to your advantage in terms of being able to strike.
That's
can't
right.
Keep someone away, but I'm saying that it's a bit more of a struggle to hold someone so big.
No, I don't, it's actually a lot easier. It would be a lot easier because you have more to work with in terms of limbs, rather than...
I'm not too sure, because the whole fact is that in places where you have to transition over, or you're trying to you're trying to hold someone's foot down.
Yeah,
it's a long way to reach to get her ankle.
Well,
and there are points on the body. There are points on your body which, again, like your knee and your ankle, are parts that you can help grip and immobilize, like a whole part. You see Khabib literally holding people down by holding just their ankles between his thighs.
Yeah.
Those would be my assumption. I think I've heard it before. I think one of those things was actually about John Jones, is the fact his legs are so long.
Yeah.
When you are in ground game with him, it's hard to grab and pull around.
Well, it seemed very easy in this fight for Felicia
again, John
Spencer,
Jones.
so.
John Jones black belt, BJJ.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
black belt.
So that probably helps.
Yeah. Felicia Spencer just quietly called out Chris Cyborg. It's one of the news stories I want to talk about this week, but called out Chris Cyborg, and Chris Cyborg accepted. Now, is it too soon for... now, to be honest with you, and this is no disrespect, but it may sound very disrespectful, and probably will be, but I do apologize for Felicia Spencer, but she didn't look like a fighter. I didn't think she was a fighter. I thought she was someone... I thought they would chuck in a Bellator here. They just brought someone in, but she's a world champ in Invicta. You wouldn't pick it. Now, matched up against Chris Cyborg.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyone other than Amanda Nunes or Holly Holm matched up against Chris Cyborg.
Chris Cyborg was one of those people as well where even a loss to Chris Cyborg, and a bad loss at that, still terrifying.
Yeah.
And so I hope no one's entering this fucking fight thinking, bro, I can break her.
Yeah.
Nunes has done it. I can break her.
You can't do that. Well,
Disrespect
and unprofessionalism.
Unprofessional.
Now, that's not my phone because I don't have a shit phone.
Hey, what phone you got?
I've got an iPhone.
Yep. Well, there you go. I'll end it at that then.
Yeah. Now, I saw you swipe across your screen to turn your phone on silent. Now, I just have to flick a button on the side. You have to do 17 swipes for silent.
Shut your fucking mouth.
Nah, that's why. You know what? You know who says that? People that are giving up. Hey, shut your fucking mouth. That means you get.
How do you say, but no, little Asian kids making your phone?
Yeah. Well, someone's got to do it. Ian Heinz defeated Antonio Carlos Jr. via decision. Dominant victory for Hein. Am I saying his last name right? Heinisch.
You ever notice that to be popular, you need to have a good name as well?
Yeah.
And that's what's unlucky for some people. You can be really good, and it just doesn't work.
Have a horrible name.
You know what I mean? Like Kevin Lee, easy, quick. Rafael dos Anjos, sounds good. Also RDA.
Yeah. But then you get someone like Charles Eubanks Oliveira, whatever his name is.
Or every name in
Dubronx.
one championship.
Yeah.
Every single name ever in one championship.
Every name in one championship, then the dojo at the end.
Yeah.
Or gym at the end.
Yeah.
Tough.
I don't know. We'll see.
But better fighters. Anyway. Then the main event. Dos Anjos defeating Kevin Lee via submission in the fourth round. What do you think? What do you think of the fight overall?
Hey man, I called it. Starters called it.
Yep.
Just want to point that out there. Rub that in a little bit.
Yep.
Kevin Lee looked thick, bro. I think that he's got it. He's got issues with his cardio. But again, why people be sleeping on RDA just because it's another wrestler? Like they act
That
like
was
he,
me.
they act like everyone's saying that, but in the comments, they act like he got like fucked by Colby Covington. Yeah, and that didn't really happen at all. I feel.
No, he didn't. He didn't get fucked completely by Colby Covington. I personally just think that Kevin Lee needed to change something. It hasn't been. I don't feel like it's been the same Kevin Lee since his head coach, his trainer, passed away. I think he needs to change up his training camp, man. He hasn't really done anything different since his trainer passed away. You know, he's tough loss against Iaquinta. Did beat Barbosa, but you know, that was stanky leg.
Yeah, man, that was a close one, man.
Leg.
Yeah, that was a close one.
Had staph infection against Tony Ferguson. It still looked pretty good against Tony Ferguson, but obviously got submitted. Michael Chiesa, that kind of weird submission where he sort of tapped or he was out and he wasn't out or whatever. But yeah, I think he just needs to change, man. He just needs to change. He needs something different. He hasn't really done anything different. I think he needs to get out of where he's at Las Vegas and find a different training camp. You know, maybe somewhere with like Hard Knocks 365 or Henry Hooft or even AKA. He's a wrestler. AKA makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. But also Khabib trains there.
He needs the momentum again.
Yeah.
He's lost so much, man.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate because he's also not that liked, as in social media wise.
Well, I
see a lot of shit talking about him.
Yeah.
Which I think is unfortunate because he seems like a pretty cool fucking dude and very honest about his fighting ability and what he can do.
Yeah, I personally think that that issue with Chiesa when he turned around and said something about tickets for his mom and he's like, "Don't you ever fucking talk about my mom." I think that's what made his stock go. But I think I personally like Kevin Lee. I think he's an extremely exciting fighter, but I just think he needs to change. You know, much like there's a lot of fighters that kind of get stuck in the same routine. You know, like a lot of the guys out at Team Alpha Male. Yeah. You know, Cody Garbrandt, Exhibit A. You know, it just doesn't want to change his game plan. Needs to change his game plan. You need to change. You need to change something. You know, but what does this do for RDA?
No, I mean he's gonna need another win, right, to get back into title contention.
I mean, Kevin Lee's not a tough ask. You know,
scroll down, please.
You know, he's only lost. He's lost to Covington. And he's lost to the current.
That's what I'm saying. So he's gonna need another high-profile fight, get that under his belt, and he'll be right back up there.
He doesn't need to fight. So obviously that is part of the news. The news stories that we've got. Woodley pulling out of his fight against Robbie Lawler. He doesn't need to fight Robbie Lawler again. Maybe he should fight the winner of Robbie Lawler versus whoever he decides to fight. That's if they schedule that fight.
Should have waited and done that. They should bring in Ben Askren real quick.
You know, Dos Anjos versus... You know what's a good fight? Ooh, Dos Anjos versus Till. It's a fun fight, bro.
Yeah. Well, look, depends what type of Till shows up. Dos Anjos could have a very good shot at winning that.
Yeah, or even Dos Anjos versus the winner of Jorge Masvidal and Ben
Askren.
Askren.
He needs one fight and he'll be back in title contention.
Yeah. So I think maybe finding the winner of Ben Askren versus Jorge Masvidal.
And still no announcement on Colby Covington, right? Nothing for months now.
No. But I was reading something today. Ali Abdulaziz came out today and was like, he's 100% fighting Kamaru Usman.
Yeah, so that's going, yeah.
Yeah, that's the fight. That's the fight. Nothing else needs to happen. That's the fight. Yeah, I think potentially a fight against Jorge or Ben Askren, the winner of that fight versus Dos Anjos, and then the winner of that fight will fight for the title for whoever wins. Maybe have that on the undercard of Usman versus Covington.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense.
Man, you know what's the weird thing? Are you seeing... I'm feeling like there's these fights, right? they have nothing in the bank now for eyes outside of fans. You know, like for us, Colby Covington versus Usman, skill level, we want to see it.
Yeah.
The hate between them, I want to see it because but we're plugged in.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
What the fuck? What else do they have right now that's eyes on for people outside of the fandom?
There's no other really stories outside of that.
You know, like DC and John Jones. Honestly, I feel like has run its course in terms of like the other people caring.
That's done.
McGregor and Khabib's done.
Yep. Oh
Now,
no,
they
it's still
redo
open. Again, today, Javier Mendes came out and was like, McGregor is still the toughest matchup for Khabib.
Yeah,
because
his
striking is on another level.
Yeah.
But that all depends on what type of Khabib, what type of Conor we see.
Yeah.
It all depends on that. But you're right. There's nothing really. There's no other storylines or anything else that gets us excited to tune into the UFC.
Is this time though? And with the ESPN deal, do you reckon they'll start doing more?
I
promos?
honestly think that the ESPN deal has completely fucked the UFC.
Okay, I'm saying, but promos though. You reckon they need to start doing more promos, dropping little things, maybe creating bad blood? Hey, I don't want it to turn into the WWE, but we also need it to succeed for us to continue to see fighters at this level.
I think they definitely need to do a major change. Like, they need to have a complete changeover of what they're doing. Like, the titles isn't enough. Like, a title isn't enough for us to turn around and go, oh. You know, maybe a pound for pound belt would be like, I mean, it doesn't makes zero sense, but you know, something like that, something stupid like that. You see it in the WWE all the time.
Or tag team.
No, stupid.
Why?
No.
Why wouldn't it work?
Okay, how are you gonna win?
Tag the other person.
Okay, so what happens? Maybe I don't know. It's a good idea.
Why wouldn't it work? Explain to me. You shoot my dreams down.
No, it already happens. It already happens. Charles Sonnen does it now, and he's fighting company.
What, in tag team fighting?
Tag team submission.
I've seen Russian fucking fights where it's like 6 people.
Yeah.
Versus 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why can't they do in UFC?
In an
2
obstacle
people?
course or whatever.
Imagine seeing like Volkanovski and Holloway against Brian Ortega and Jose Aldo. They just like tap each other in and they just jump in.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
it's a good idea.
Dream big.
Yeah, of course. You have to. But they need to the UFC need to do something completely out of the ordinary to get our attention, you know? Making tournament style matchups. You know, having one night events where the winner at the end of the night wins X amount of dollars. You know? Something that entices viewers to tune in. Because at the moment, there's nothing that's enticing us.
Yeah, like $1 million Grand Prix.
Yeah, something like that. You know, where you become the champion at the end and you win a certain amount of money. You know, they need to be doing that. There's Dana White Tuesday Night Contender Series. Okay, you have to watch. You have to get Fight Pass to do that. Besides that, there's no Ultimate Fighter series. You know, there's nothing. You know, the first season of the Ultimate Fighter, the best. Now, no one watches it. It's stupid. You know? But anyway, I think, like I said, the ESPN deal is completely stuffed up the UFC.
Yeah.
Everyone, I don't know. They need to do something, man. They need to do something. Let's jump into some news stories for the week. Is that all right with you, champ?
No. Yeah.
So let's start off with Rashad Evans being inducted into the UFC Hall of Fame. Congratulations, Sugar Rashad. It's an odd question. Do you think he deserves to go into the Hall of Fame?
Yes.
Why?
Because, I mean, he was one of the... You not remember? Back in the day, talking to people about... You used to talk about it in school?
About what?
The UFC MMA?
A little bit, yeah.
Man, this dude was so popular along with like all these guys. These people listed right here.
Yeah.
Lyoto Machida, Rampage Jackson, Tito Ortiz, Phil.
He was around that area. Yeah, that was the big thing was his fight against former teammate John Jones.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But my thing is that he was always mentioned, and also everyone loved him in Undisputed.
Yeah.
That was a good game, man. I think they were better than the current UFC games.
Oh, I like the current UFC game, but
you shitted about so.
Yeah, I know.
There's that.
I know. Don't get me into submission. Can't get out. But
hey, man, wiggle the stick more.
Well, what makes it hard for me is that he ended his career on an 0-5 slump. That's what kills me. That's what kills me.
Didn't Chuck Liddell really fucking? He put out Chuck Liddell, yeah, and Jordan Chuck Liddell put him out as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
They went back and forth. Yeah. They went back and forth. But nonetheless, I do think that he does deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. I think he was the first champion to come out of the Ultimate Fighter series. Is that right? I think that's right.
Well, he is the original cast member of the Ultimate Fighter too.
He was a heavyweight. He was cast in heavyweight in the Ultimate Fighter Series 2.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah. So one of the big things being in the Hall of Fame is that the impact you've had on the sport.
Yeah, of course.
Bringing in people.
I think he's so besides the John Jones matchup, I think his series of the Ultimate Fighter and the build up for that fight against Rampage Jackson, one of the best.
Yeah, exactly.
One of the best. Now, congratulations, Sugar Rashad. It's good to see you in the Hall of Fame. I know you didn't want to touch on it, but the Paulie Malignaggi. All I wanted to say about this, I don't want to touch on it too much, but all I wanted to say is this. Paulie Malignaggi is just coming across as a complete fucking scumbag.
Yeah,
bro.
That's what's so strange.
Start off by spitting on the photo of Conor McGregor, right? The painting of the mural of McGregor, right? Then spits on Artem Lobov today. Spits on him, says he's gonna piss in his mouth, whacks him with the microphone. Like, you just come across as the biggest piece of shit ever.
It makes no sense. Like, it's like no one's talking to him, saying, "Hey, man, let's just try to fucking
But
come across and have
also,
some fans."
don't forget, you are an analyst on Showtime Boxing.
To top it off, he's not even good at talking shit.
No,
It's not even doing well. He's not even doing that well at talking shit. I mean, spitting on the picture of McGregor, you spat on someone's hard work.
Yeah.
Someone spent hours painting that.
Painting that up.
Also,
That's right.
not even a real person.
Yeah.
That war's not going to hit back.
Like, do you think that he's doing this just to try and get that fight
Yes.
against McGregor? It's just so fucking stupid. What makes it... See, okay, fair enough. The Khabib stuff, because that directly impacts McGregor, because he can... McGregor and Khabib, they obviously have the fight, whatever, right? So that directly impacts that. So that's why he went to New York for the New York, defend his thing, whatever. This makes zero sense. No one wants to see... Nobody already doesn't want to see this fight, this bare knuckle fight.
No one at all.
Right? Now, will we watch it? Yeah. But, because we have to. And want to talk about it to the people.
Well, I'd like to see fucking Artem drop him.
Oh, I would absolutely love to see Artem just fuck up Malignaggi's face. But, yeah, you're just a complete scumbag, and we'll leave it at that. There was a fight that was announced. It was a grappling match. I think it was Anthony Pettis fighting Jorge Masvidal. Jiu-Jitsu match, June 15th. So it's a couple of weeks' time. I thought it was cool. Really cool. See, this stuff, there needs to be more of this stuff. This is what the UFC needs to do. They need to bring in... Like, they need to adapt, and I think I already said this before, but they need to adapt the same style as one championship, where you got kickboxing, boxing, Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu. Imagine getting the EBI, Eddie Bravo's Jiu-Jitsu, bringing that into a UFC event. Like UFC...
It just won't work.
How won't work?
Because fucking people are stupid. People bitch enough. You know what I mean? People bitch enough. I'm sure people were booing. I'm sure people went to the Askren fight against the wrestler. Sorry, I forgot his name. I'm not that plugged into that side of it.
Which
one? The charity event he did in Madison Square Garden.
Oh, the Grapple in the Garden.
Yeah, I'm sure some fuckheads were down the back screaming, strike him, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some stupid shit like that.
Yeah.
So it just wouldn't work, but I'm so fucking pumped for this, man. This will be good.
You're also competing at the event.
Yep, and hey, man, you're forgetting Supreme Patty. Now,
Supreme Patty.
Who's Supreme Patty? I don't know, bro. But it's on the poster, and people keep talking about it.
Supreme Patty?
Yeah.
The fuck's that?
I assume he's the Instagram person.
Supreme Patty.
Yep.
All
So,
right. Well, can't wait to see Supreme Patty.
I'm hoping he's taking on Yoel Romero.
Why? So your world can get even bigger by eating a Supreme Patty? It's crazy.
Hey, your dad jokes.
Is that because... No, you should be saying dad jokes because you just had your birthday.
No, make no sense.
I know.
Hey, man, wrap it up.
No.
Anything else you want to talk about today?
Look, man, there wasn't a lot that happened. Obviously, Woodley is out. Well, who would you like to see Robbie step in to replace Woodley in the Robbie Lawler fight?
Man, I'm honestly not too sure. I don't know. I was thinking about that before. Robbie Lawler's always going to throw down. Anyone, really. I know Damian Maia, if he can get him to the ground at the end, he'll wrap that up.
Yeah. Oh, one thing we didn't talk about, and I'm sorry. Holloway versus Edgar.
We didn't mention it last week?
No, because this news came out on Tuesday.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
we didn't record on Tuesday. Max Holloway versus Frankie Edgar.
Yeah.
What out of nowhere?
I mean, look, I know he deserves it. I'm just not as interested as him fighting Alexander Volkanovski, and regardless if he's Australian or not.
On Volkanovski, I think he just returned back to Australia today. He had a really bad infection, eh?
Yeah, he's all good now though.
Yeah, he's all good now. I think he released a statement today, and he was like, "Look, I saw the news that this fight was made. I'm a little bit disappointed, but at the same time, I was expecting to fight for the title at the end of the year. So what that means is that I will fight the winner of this one at the end of the year, which, you know what, makes a lot of sense for him. But this fight, Edgar versus Holloway, I do understand the fact that Edgar missed out on his opportunity because this fight was scheduled previously. Then Edgar took the fight against Brian Ortega, got knocked out, suffered his first knockout ever in his career, and then that kind of sailed away. I do think they're giving him this title fight just out of
respect
for him. I think if he loses this fight, I think he rides off into the sunset. I think this is his last chance at capturing another title, another championship. But look, again, it's going to be a fight we're going to tune in to see. It will be an exciting fight. I do think this does go 5 rounds, but we'll obviously break it down a little bit closer to when it comes up. And yeah, that's it. I think that's it, man.
That's it, man. Well, we're in for a big episode.
There's nothing
not
happening
this week.
Yeah, there's nothing happening this weekend. Big episode next weekend.
Next week, so fortnight away.
Yeah, so next weekend's fight card is Gustafsson versus Anthony Smith on UFC Fight Pass. Besides that, you can catch us on Instagram at Across the Cage, Facebook at Across the Cage AU. And that's it. My name's Stefan. Your name is Mark. You've been our listeners. Thank you so much. Take care.
Yalla, bye.